And, of course, Pat Duffy, as you get ready to head towards week 1 of the NFL. Who's the jersey for today?
It's Josh Allen, obviously, right? Like, he's 50-1 MVP odds, which means I'm about to make a lot of money as this Bills season starts. Come on, week 1. Come on, let's go. I'm so excited.
All right. Well, you don't win a Super Bowl week 1, but let's talk a bit about that. So let's first start with you, Pat. Week 1 of the NFL season. I know you're going for your Buffalo Bills. We'll get to the segment, but what are we looking at week 1, and is there a player specifically you're interested in?
I'm really interested to see what goes on with Kyler Murray out in Arizona, right? Because now he's got legitimate weapons. You got the crafty vet and Larry Fitzgerald. You got DeAndre Hopkins out there who's making a whole bunch of money. Can Kyler Murray take that step forward? And are we now seeing an NFL where it's expected that a guy in his second season takes enough of a step where the team are contenders? I mean, Carl, Tariq, you guys remember there used to be an NFL where it was 3 to 4 years until you expected an NFL quarterback to be what he is. You've seen what happened with Lamar Jackson. You've seen what's happened with Patrick Mahomes, even Josh Allen to a smaller extent. Baker Mayfield's about to get run out of Cleveland if things don't go this well. If Kyler Murray can take that step forward, Arizona might be a legitimately good team this season.
All right, Carl, what about you? Week 1, team, player, both?
Well, the team and the player that I want to see, and it's funny because we've gotten to a point in Western New York, we all hate the Patriots, right? And this is finally the time the Patriots are done. Enter Cam Newton to the equation, a healthy Cam Newton. To hear Bill Belichick, he preys on Cam Newton. Nobody works harder than Cam, stays late, does all the things. I think it's a different New England Patriots offense this year, obviously, without Brady. I think it's going to be more run-oriented. The defense is still very stout. If Cam Newton's healthy and right, I think New England is still, and I'm sorry, Duffy, we're looking at you with that Josh Allen jersey. I still think New England's a team to beat in the AFC East.
Well, it's interesting. I was just joking about this before the show started. Peter King thinks it's the Miami Dolphins that will be taking away the AFC East. Does that upset you or shock you, Duffy?
Well, someone should check on Peter King. What is he seeing where the Miami Dolphins are going to win the AFC East? You got Ryan Fitzpatrick as your starter. You know how I feel about Fitz. But if you're starting the season with that guy, you don't have a chance at winning the AFC East. And then you got Tua Tagovailoa, right? I mean, he looks like he could be something special, but I don't know. We have no idea. What are you doing? They tried to sneak that tight end, Gesicki, in Miami, so a bright spot who won the game for them against New England that last game of the season. Didn't they try and pass him through waivers to sneak him on a practice squad? Like everything that Miami is doing, it seems that they don't know what they're doing. So if it comes to teams I'm intimidated by in the AFC East, I'm not worried about Miami. I'm worried about New England, but the team I'm focused the most on right now are the Jets. They at least have a capable quarterback and a coach that has his back against the wall. They need to do something this year or heads are going to roll out in the Meadowlands.
Carl, what do you think about the Jets? I mean, there's not a lot of tape because there's no preseason, so we'll see how this game goes.
The Jets, it's funny. What you said about Miami is how I feel about the Jets. Whatever they do, they don't do properly. They lose Jamal Adams. They lose C.J. Mosley. He opts out. So their defense is certainly affected big time by that. They've still got Leonard and Kennan Williams up front. Those guys are very good. Sam Darnold is one of the most strange. He's the strangest young quarterback of the group, if you will, because there are times you look at Sam Darnold and it's like, man, this guy, there's nothing he can't do on the football field. And then the next play, he'll make a play that you go, what the heck was that? How does he make that throw? Sam Darnold's now got the worst wide receiver core in football, an offensive line that's totally rebuilt with no preseason games in front of them. So the continuity we hear about all the time when discussing offensive line, it is out the window for the Jets. I think it's going to be a long season. Adam Gase is how he got the job, who's he got pictures of, what those pictures depict, who knows? But that guy and his eyeballs need to go away anytime now.